TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.
What's up, fam? This is Big Q from the Sports Coma. Much love to the family members. Appreciate y'all. The PRO Media Network is back at it again. Last year, we gave away several PS4s and games. So this year, we're raffling off a PS5. To enter for your chance to win, simply click the link below and fill out all the necessary information to be eligible. Sign up for the raffle. It's $25 to enter. You gain an opportunity to win a system, the PS5 system. Like I said, it's a one remote and everything in it that goes with the full system. These things are hard to come by. It could be yours. Into the raffle today, $25 get you in. There's also a deal when you buy more than one ticket to up your chances of winning. Jump in there. It also benefits the platform as well. So feel free to sign up for the first annual PS5 raffle from the Pro Media Network. Thank you for participating and much love. Big ups to you.
You're listening to the PRO Media Network, the next level in entertainment.
Now rocking with Ring Kings Boxing. Big up to the Fight fam, man. We in the house. This one's called Canelo Plant. Canelo deserved the you-know-what of the year. Canelo Plant talking, but he most certainly is not a herd, as our New York friends would say. I'm Big Q in this installment of Ring Kings Boxing, man. We're going to be talking about several news, notes, and items in the boxing world, man. Canelo Plant and Canelo Alvarez get ready for their bout. A lot of talking going on and a lot of stuff going on with Canelo Alvarez that's been going on for a very long. We've been talking about Canelo Alvarez and the type of stuff been going on with his team. So this is what we'll be talking about in this rendition of Ring Kings Boxing. Once again, I'm Big Q chiming in, and I got my co-host Eddie Too Mean Johnson with me. Too Mean, how you doing, brother?
What's going on, man?
Pretty good, bro. Pretty good. Whipping on some storms, man, but we coming through it like champs, man, and we just gonna keep plowing ahead, man, on this one. And this one, man, is an interesting as we get right into it. Too Mean is that Canelo Plant takes aim at Canelo Alvarez and his trainer Eddy Reynoso, saying that whole team are intentional cheaters. Now, this is because of what happened with Oscar Valdez, and we'll have more on that later, dealing with him proceeding with the fight with Robertson Conceição, which is set up to happen next week as the Pascua Yukai Tribe Athletic Commission ruled that Vasquez could proceed despite what happened with that banned substance. You know, they said he can keep it rolling. So, I mean, is it privilege here? Is it rich boxer privilege? Perhaps. A lot of these boxing organizations and these commissions are incredibly corrupt. I've often talked about the insane is the most corrupt sport that there is in the world is boxing. It's incredibly, wretchedly corrupt. And a lot of people don't speak enough to the corruption to stop these people from doing this. But anyway, we're going to get into the article right here as presented by, who is this? The badlefthook.com laid this article out, and we'll show you that they're not mincing words. Canelo Plant is going at him. Even Devin Haney had a tweet throwing at him. So let's get into it. Plant didn't mince words about how he feels about Team Canelo's integrity. As the boxing world continues to comment on the latest controversy surrounding Oscar Valdez, who tested positive for a banned substance leading to his title defense, fighters all over are sharing their thoughts. Valdez is notably trained by former trainer of the year, Eddy Reynoso as a part of Team Canelo, who obviously have their own history of testing positive for banned substance, on top of other accusations of foul play, and another instance of a banned failed drug test from the camp just popping up. Lightweight title holder Devin Haney took aim at Reynoso's credentials, considering what transpired. As you can see, no juice, no trainer of the year. And you see that's Devin Haney letting out on him. With the tweet serving as a preface, Caleb Plant would piggyback on Haney's comment to go on a lengthy social media rant against Canelo and his trainer, outright accusing the entire team of being habitual cheaters in the sport. And you can see Caleb's his tweet right there. As you can see, it's he says at Canelo team and at Canelo deserve bitch of the year. All of them are suspect. Everything out of the camp is intentional. They have the knowledge and experience to know better and the resources to have the best of the best in whatever they want. But as you can see, tacos are steak, or for some reason, you see at birthday cake is the reason. So, this is something. And of course, Eddy Reynoso and Canelo, as you can see it there, this wasn't all Plant had to say about Canelo and his team, making sure he completely eviscerated the group with a barrage of strongly worded tweets indicating their character and integrity as he kept going. As you can see, the next two tweets saying, "You mean to tell me you have made over 100 million and live in San Diego, but you ate some tacos or a steak at some random ass taco stand in Mexico, or some random ass steak, and just doing that once made your levels that high?" So Plant's making he's speaking toward we speaking about, remember what happened with Canelo Alvarez when he said he had some bad beef, which is why he tested high. That was something that happened. And of course, Caleb's next tweet said, "Get the F out of here. People don't take this stuff out of confidence. They take it out of fear. They don't want to let their nuts hang, so they take that shit that'll make them shrink." As he keeps going. Now, to me, I want you to chime in on this. I said what I said, and I stand by it. It's so F whoever don't like it. The people in the sport know what's up about the ones who don't speak up are the same ones who cheat just like them. And I appreciate Caleb Plant keeping it real. It's almost seemed frowned upon to even speak up on this stuff in boxing, but he got IG, it's sad. There's a whole other world out there when it comes to banned substances that people in the fight game don't want to speak about, but I could care less. There's no room in it. Then he says, as a matter of fact, you don't take my word, just watch this video what Robert Garcia thinks about Canelo Alvarez testing positive. So very intriguing. Then he said his rapid fire verbal assault on Team Canelo sure caught the admiration of at least some of boxing Twitter. As you can see, Caleb Plant tonight taking aim at Canelo Alvarez. Surely this will only fuel the fired upcoming undisputed 168-pound title unification between Plant and Canelo, as Canelo will now have to make a point to defend his honor in response to this public shaming. It's not shaming. This is truth talk, man. Everything this man spoke about was right on the money. To me, we often at Ring Kings Boxing, man, we talk about how corrupt boxing is. We make no bones about it. A lot of people who talk about the sport, they kind of rub it on the surface. We go into it. We keep it real. We talk about how these fighters from several different types. I mean, from Dillian White, who was caught with it. You had a perpetual cheater like Jarrell, big sorry ass baby with Miller, who just back to back, just a dumbass with it. So I mean, it's just insulting and it's terrible. Even to Tyson, big garbage cheating ass Fury got caught with it, and of course the boxing organization swept his allegations under the rug as well. But if I'm the commissioner of a boxing organization and you having this type of stuff swirling around a team, then I would also look to investigate what's going on. But Canelo and his team make big money, and a lot of those guys stay away from Canelo because he's making big money. They're also making money because he's making money. This is a big corrupt matrix that goes along with this thing for this is to allow it to be happen. So let's see what your commentary on what Caleb Plant was saying about Canelo Alvarez being the bitch of the year. His words, not mine. And about his steak incident, and we talk about Oscar Valdez and this entire team. What you think about that?
Yeah, it's a good thing he came out and said something about it, because he kind of has he does have the complexion for the protection too. So maybe they'll start taking heed to this shit now. Now that, you know what I'm saying, so one of their own started talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And only fools duck when the truth is thrown at them. And you know what I'm saying? Canelo, the way he been responding to it is like he trying to duck and dodge and shit. Like he don't want to address it. You know what I'm saying? This is some strong stuff that he said to him, exposing him, and he ain't got no rebuttal to it. But I'm gonna pull out the fight. That sound like somebody running from the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Being a fool and shit. So I think, like I say, all the boxers need to really start coming out and speaking about this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect nobody who, you know what I'm saying, who got to take sports enhancement drugs, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't have confidence in their own skills and shit, man. I don't respect that. I don't think their legacy should be, you know what I'm saying, they should do away with their legacy, man. I'm like, how the hell you going to compare them to the greats, man, and they taking sports enhancement drugs? There's no way. You know what I'm saying? He lost my respect, man. Period. He lost my damn respect, man.
You also look at it too, man. You had the fact that I'm showing pictures of Caleb Plant and Andre Ward in the gym together preparing for the Canelo fight. And you alluded to it just a moment ago by speaking about that team Canelo is thinking about pulling up out of the fight. Now, to me, that's real sucker shit, to be honest with you, to say nothing least. If a guy is going at your character and you're in a fight game, you go in there and you whip the guy's tail. That's what you do. Right. You have a fight there, you go in there, you tear him up. It's really concerning that they are thinking about or saying that they possibly going to pull out this fight. This is ridiculous. So, I mean, it just goes to show you that he's hitting them where it hurts. And you made the great statement that only food duck when the truth is thrown to them. And I would say the guilty ducks when the truth is thrown at them because they can't stand up to it. What else they going to do? Let it knock these silly asses over? So, I mean, the reality is with Andrew Ward in there, and I know we got the fight coming up in a couple. What do you think about Ward's contribution to Plant as he get ready for Canelo Alvarez? How does that fit in?
Yeah, Andre Ward is going to definitely be able to show him some stuff, but I don't think it's going to be enough time. Like, I think if he work with him more, it'll be better for Caleb Plant. But, you know what I'm saying, he definitely going to be a benefit in this camp, helping him out and stuff. I think he would need more time, you know what I'm saying, for him to really show himself.
Yeah, that's a good point to me. And but you know, he's obviously serious about taking Canelo Alvarez apart in the ring. Intriguing to say the least, man. Exactly, you know what the hell going on. But man, Canelo Alvarez, man. I mean, to me, and his team, very suspect, man. This whole deal, very suspect stuff going on with you. And of course, in the fight, to me. Let's talk about it. If you get into the fight and when it finally comes, let's preview it a bit. You know, Caleb Plant, very slick fighter. Like Caleb, I like his. I like how he talks about the sport. I like his realness. I also like the fact that Plant is very slick fighter to me. Good head movement, rolls his shoulders well, has good punching power. What do you think about Canelo Alvarez against Caleb Plant? Who wins that one?
Yeah, like I say, Caleb Plant, he definitely has the skills to outbox Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He definitely slick, like you said. And, you know what I'm saying? He definitely got a good punch. But the big question mark is, can he take an assault from Canelo Alvarez and still be able to keep his poise and still continue to box? You know what I'm saying? Without him, you know what I'm saying? You not start tapping out when that heat come down on him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I never seen him like really into a fight that where somebody really put some serious punches together on him, and if he's able to stay focused and continue to box, and not like, you know what I'm saying, start looking for a way out. That's the only question mark I have about it. But other than that, if he's able to take what Canelo dishes out to him, he'll outbox him. He'll outbox Canelo, and he'll win the fight.
That's the big question right there. Is can Plant stand up to what the punching power of Canelo Alvarez? That's the thing to me that I look at and to myself and say, damn, it's going to be kind of difficult for Caleb to do. I mean, and you're right. I've seen a lot of Caleb Plant's fight, and I like it. Like I said, he's very slick, but but I've not seen a guy really kind of give him that business like I mean, you seen the Truax fight, which was kind of, that was kind of strange. It wasn't kind. It could have been better. But Canelo Alvarez, dynamite in both fists, and then he's going to be pissed off for what Cal LaPlante says if he don't cancel the fight. Got to uphold his honor. But a slick fighter, again, can he slip and move around and frustrate Canelo and put a good game plan together? And of course, can he take them two dynamite punching of Canelo Alvarez? Because I know Canelo has a rock chin, and I've seen guys hit Canelo with some good shots and him stand up there.
Yeah,
But
got something to do with that.
yeah, I know, I know, and that's the cold part about the whole damn thing is
not only that he fighting against Canelo, he fight against the steroid use too, and they're gonna allow him to continue to fight, knowing he's doing that shit, man. That's why I say I don't have no respect for Canelo, man, or any other fighter who uses that shit. You don't have enough confidence in your skills, in your training, and your ability to keep learning and improving your skills. You got to take some damn sports enhancement drugs, man. Like, fuck all the motherfuckers that do that shit. I don't respect them. I don't respect none of them who do that, man. Point blank, period.
Yeah, I'm with you on that too. I mean, I think too often we've seen that happen, and these guys are given opportunities to come back. Like with Jarrell Miller, I spoke about him, and then you have buffoons and clowns like Dillian White, who was making fun of Anthony Joshua, got caught up, and then right after that, he got caught up with one. And we know he was a former kickboxer that moved from being a kickboxer up until the heavyweight. After he got his ass handed to him by Anthony Joshua, then he started to start moving up and doing the things that he was doing. So, like I said, I'm not really a person that really like that steroid crap, man. I think it's for chumps and losers, and of course, it's dangerous to the guys that you fighting. Because I remember there was a time when we had, like I spent Jarrell Miller sorry ass talking about him fighting Anthony Joshua and that he was gonna kill him, and this son bitch pumped up with steroids. So I mean, they should have banned him for that. I don't think he should have been banned, period, for doing that. But this is the type of stuff that we deal with when you talk about cheating ass fighters, and of course the agencies or the organizations that protect them because of money or whatever else.
That's some foul shit, man. That's real foul, man. Like I say, people are losing their life, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, we'll get into that in a little bit. So, but yeah, it's foul, man. That's some foul ass shit to do.
Yeah, and you alluded to it, which is the perfect segue. So let's get right up on it too. Me, Mexican boxer Jeanette Zacarias Zapata, for those who don't know, 18 years old, dies 5 days after the fight in Montreal. And most people probably are not aware of this, but let's get into it. As reported by the Associated Press, in Montreal, a female Mexican boxer died last Thursday, 5 days after being injured in the Montreal ring. Now, Group Yvonne Michelle, the organizer of the boxing event, said Thursday that 18-year-old Jeanette Zacarias Zapata died from injuries sustained in a bout with Maria Pierre Hooley on Saturday night at the IGA Stadium. Zapata suffered a series of power punches in the corner of the ring. After a solid uppercut, the Mexican seemed stunned near the end of the fourth round. A final right hook caused Zapata's mouth guard to fly out and left her unable to return to her corner after the bell rang. Zapata, who appeared to convulse while still standing, was joined by her partner and trainer, Giovanni Martinez, who quickly laid her down in the ring. On-site medical team rushed to her side, and she was immobilized on a stretcher before being rushed to a hospital by ambulance. Now, Michelle, the president of Group Yvonne Michelle, said in a briefing Sunday that Zapata was placed in a medically induced coma to sedate her and relax her body and brain, adding that following 2 or 5 days would be critical. But she did not make it. She died 5 days after the fight at 18 years old. Eddie, you talked about this young lady. Speak on Jeanette Zacarias Zapata, rest in power.
Yeah, yeah, so definitely been all right. that was hurting to see. An 18-year-old. I got daughters that age, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like to see that, but she looked like she was overmatched from the little highlights that I seen in that fight. Like she was overmatched. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, by not having a good manager, a good team, you know what I'm saying, that can move you along gradually. You know what I'm saying? To get to the point where you're able to compete on the top level, you can't rush it. You know what I'm saying? That's the importance of having a good, like I said, a good team behind you. You know what I'm saying? They won't put you in fights to make other fighters, the up and coming fighters, to look good by putting them in the ring with somebody they way advanced than they are, and people get hurt like that, man. You know what I'm saying? They should have brought her along slowly. For like I said, for what I've seen, like she was overmatched, man. It was taking too much punishment, and you know what I'm saying. The trainers definitely got to have the eye to like to protect that fight. Even then, like, look, she's taking too much, man. Too much blows, and like you'll know right away. A good trainer would know right away. Like, nah, this ain't looking too good from the first round on. You know what I'm saying? You'll know, like, nah, she's taking too much already. So, you know what I'm saying? It's time to throw in the towel, man, and go back to the drawing board and work on her skills, man, and bring her along a little slower. You know what I'm saying? But it's too late for that, which is foul, man. I ain't like to see that at all. You know what I'm saying? That's another good reason why you just start banning these motherfuckers that's getting caught out there doing them drugs, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, they give them the edge. You know what I'm saying? An edge they wouldn't have if they didn't take the shit. That's why they taking it. You know what I'm saying? They don't have enough confidence in their skills. You know what I'm saying? So they feel that they got to cheat. You know what I'm saying? In order to fight at the top level, man. So, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a hurting feeling to see, you know what I'm saying, an 18-year-old baby to lose her life like that, man. I mean, even though I know everybody in boxing know, well, the fighters know they know what they sign up for, but like I say, you got to have a smart team behind you.
Yeah, we got footage of the fight where she was fighting right here, as you can see, with her, and she took some punishment in the fight, really bad, and it's
You can tell
you
she's
know,
inexperienced, man, because
yeah.
she get hit, she don't reach the grab to hold on to try to, you know what I'm saying, to keep her from hitting her even more. Like, come on, man. She was overmatched, man.
Yeah, it wasn't a good fight, man, for her, and she got beat up pretty good in the fight. And rest in power to Jeanette, man. This is a brutal sport, man. It's a very brutal sport, and you can't play boxing. We often say that from time to time, and this young lady, man, you got to protect your fighters to the best way you can and put them. Don't try to put them in situations where they're outmatched, like Tumin is talking about. So I mean, it's just a difficult thing, and that's why we started the broadcast off with the Canelo Alvarez stuff, because it's so important, or to talk about or deal with these items and these issues, man. It's very sad, but rest in power to Jeanette, man, and very sad, man, as we move forward. Okay, fam, let's move on to our next article here, Tumin. We're going to talk about the Oscar Valdez situation, which is a part of Team Canelo here. And this is from ESPN's. The commission rules that Valdez can proceed with his fight versus Consequio. And I hope I'm saying that correctly. Next week, sources says. And according to the article, it's saying from ESPN, as Valdez can proceed with his ESPN Plus main event fight against Robeson, September the 10th in Tucson, Arizona, despite testing positive for a banned substance. So I mean, I don't know how you can do that. In a statement Friday, Valdez maintained that he never used the banned substance. I've never done it. I've always been very respectful for the anti-doping rules ever since I was an amateur Olympian. And now as a professional, he said, ever since I became a world champion in 2016, I've been tested more than 30 times. I insisted enrolling in Nevada, testing myself for Robeson. Fight and put that into my contract. In an interview with ESPN's Mark Kriegel later Friday, Valdez further maintained that he's a 100% clean fighter. I don't know how that got into my body. He told Kruger, and without any doubt, just come out and say you didn't know. I know every fighter is responsible for whatever they consume, but on behalf of myself, I have no clear answer on how I got that into my body. Can you believe this? I've always been and always will be a clean fighter. Now, of course, here's Suleiman, one of the most hated presidents of one of these corrupt boxing organizations, which is WBC said, told ESPN Friday that Valdez won't be stripped of his 130-pound title or face any punishment, despite the fact that the Mexican-based organization utilized the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association to test its ranked fighters and champions in WBC clean boxing program. So let me get this straight. Well, let me finish up this article, then I'm going to tee off on this son bitch because I don't like Suleiman. I think he's one of the worst. He's a terrible he is the embodiment of corrupt people that's operating these criminal boxing organizations. WBC, and it says it's simple that this is not a performance enhancing drug, Suleiman claimed. It is like if you take 3 Red Bulls in the anti-doping world, there are 300 something. Now, when you ever known a guy to come out and make excuses for the fighter that was tested dirty? If you go to the 7-Eleven and you steal a candy bar, you stole. It's illegal. But that is different from robbing the bank with guns and pistols that will give you 7 years in jail. What kind of foolishness is this asshole talking about? Valdez will have absolutely no advantage, and the challenger will have no risk. This is him. However, Victor Conti disputes all those claims. He said, I personally have given athletes Fittermine. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. I know what it does. Conti, the founder of Belco, told ESPN, it's very powerful. It's like a methamphetamine, amphetamine. I'm sorry, I'm butchering these damn words. Conte served time in prison after pleading guilty to conspiracy to distribute performance-enhancing drugs before founding Snack, a sports nutrition company that a lot of the fighters promote. Snack. He says, you know why it's a performance-enhancing drug? Because it's a central nervous stimulant. Yeah, it accelerates your heart rate. It gives you energy. It gives you endurance. It gives you stamina. It makes it easier to breathe. Your training time to exhaustion would be much longer. But of course, the Pakur Yakai Tribe Athletic Commissioner, Ernie Gallardo, declined to explain why Valdez can proceed to fight when reached by ESPN. Sources said the commission opted to ignore the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association guidelines because they want the money. Valdez signed a VADA enrollment form, which enlists Fettermenamine, whatever. I'm hoping y'all just got to excuse me on this shit. Top Rank routinely enlists the testing agency for its title fights at the request of its top level boxers, providing more comprehensive testing than bare bones provided by most state commissions. But anyway, I ain't gonna keep going into it, but you hear it, the bullshit statement by Suleiman, which is he's the guy, one of the worst. And once again, he shows you why he's one of the worst. Suleiman's a piece of garbage. And as you see some of these corrupt athletic commissions continue to go on, Valdez should have been punished because he did test positive for a banned substance. I don't care what he says that he didn't know it was there. That's the same thing Canelo finally said when he was tested for eating contaminated meat or contaminated meat. He said he didn't know it was in there. So when you get caught, just pretend like you don't know until I don't know how that got in there. But it's just that the corrupt athletic commission say we don't let him fight despite the fact that he tests dirty because we a bunch of greedy bastards. We don't care about health. We just want the money. And Suleiman is the same way. He's a piece of garbage and trash and filth. And he says we ain't gonna punish him. It's like taking 2 Red Bulls or 3 Red Bulls that gives you no advantage. When the Belco man who know all about the shit telling you off top, nah, man, you wrong. This is what goes on. You don't think Suleiman knows that? He knows that. But he's a part of the game. That's what I'm saying. Certain boxes are protected. This is a clear example of that. All right, Two-Man, feel free to talk about this, man.
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit. Like I say, when they performing on that level, championship level, you know what I'm saying? They know what be going in their fucking meat and stuff like that. That's why they have a team, you know what I'm saying, advisors and stuff like that to make sure nobody try to, you know what I'm saying, like the spies they be having in their camps and shit like that, that slip something in their, you know what I'm saying, their food or something, or their water or whatever. You know what I'm saying? When people get offer a lot of money, they'll infiltrate, and they know that shit. You know, they'll start putting stuff in there, so they'll be watching out for stuff like that. So that's some bullshit. He knew what the fuck he was taking. You know what I'm saying? And he know he's gonna get tested, just like with Mike Tyson. He had they had that shit that went viral. Talking about I broke my back, He said, "Why you ain't try to take any painkiller or something?" He said, "You know they're gonna test me." So he couldn't take nothing. You know what I'm saying, to help his back. They know they're gonna be tested and shit, man. Like, that shit is like real confusion, man. Oh, goddamn well they taking some shit, but like I said, they try to play dumb. And you know what I'm saying? They got help from Suleiman.
Yeah, and that's a big part of it too. To me, and the Suleiman is like I said, I really don't like him. I never liked Suleiman. I thought he was always corrupt. And the answer to this corruption is, like I've said before, to a lot of the fighters, that I often told a lot of the fighters to start your own organizations. And that's when you have corrupt organizations like these boxing organizations. The best thing for them is competition. Let's bring in the competition here, and make sure we, bring in what we need to bring in. That's bringing the competition. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll tell you all the time, oh, Rockefeller, who ain't a friend of nobody. Rockefeller told you that competition is sin. If he's telling you that, then you need to move on and then create more competition for him, because he's a monopoly man that believes in control and dominating the market and charging you high prices for products. When you have competition, it creates a balance in the marketplace where it's, you get goods at a good cost. You get good goods at good cost, as opposed to how Walmart came in and they were cheap at first until he eliminated Kmart and all the rest of the people. And then now you see their prices shooting through the roof. This is how this is done. But this is Suleiman on the screen. This is a piece of garbage, chump trash from the WBC that continues to be a protector of a political and protector of Canelo Alvarez and a lot of his fight game. That's why a lot of fighters are upset about this. But if you're upset about this and you're a fighter, why get your brains beat in for their fucking belt? Start your own boxing clubs, in your own boxing organizations, and bring competition to the sport. The sport will never be cleaned up because they benefit from it being corrupt. They won't control every aspect of it. So the answer to it is some of you boxers, the Mayweathers and the rest of you guys who have the balls, because most of these guys don't have the balls to do it, create boxing organizations to rival these guys and bring competitiveness and fairness into the sport that way. That's the answer to a lot of this as well. Too mean, you want to talk on that?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. And then, like I say, don't let them keep sweeping shit under the rug. Speak out against it. Keep the spotlight on their ass. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, and I think the only solution really is to do for self. Create your own. Like you said, that's the real solution. But in the meantime, you know what I'm saying, keep talking about that shit, man. Don't let them try to make it die down and shit, and then next thing you know, it disappears.
Yeah, that's the weapon is to unravel, to tear apart their narrative, because without a narrative, they can't move forward with what they're trying to do. So bring light to their narrative and destroy it. And I got to give Caleb Plant much love, because he's talking on it, and Canelo feel threatened by it. His team feel threatened by it to the point where he's saying that we thinking about pulling out of the fight. That's not the correct response for a champion. If he's disrespecting your honor, you take it to him in the ring. That just goes to further show you how much cowards they are. But anyway, let's go to the next and final article of the show, and this is talking about the Evander Holyfield upcoming fight. It's supposed to be a fight that was supposed to happen between Oscar De La Hoya and Belfort, but Oscar came down with C19, the fight, and he's out. And Holyfield is in, according to Boxing News 24/7. Holyfield and Victor Belfort to go down in Miami, Florida. This is by Mr. James Slater, and he's calling it, saying if now it's called off, maybe for good, maybe not. De La Hoya and Belfort fight was tough to predict going in. What on earth could we expect to see when Holyfield squares off with the MMA legend? As fans know, 48-year-old De La Hoya received a recovering from C19, and he had to withdraw from Saturday's bout, September 11, and now 58-year-old Holyfield has agreed to step in and face Belfort. The California Commission doesn't like the idea. In fact, it said no way to the idea, so the fight has been moved to Miami. So reports Yahoo Sports, the Hard Rock in Miami, will host the action, but what kind of fight will this one turn out to be? There have been a number of big-name exhibition bouts and celebrity bouts taking place these past few months, and plenty of hardcore boxing fans don't like it at all. The sport, a good many people have said, has turned into a joke, and a bad one at that. Upcoming bouts along with Holyfield, Belfort include James Toney, age 53, against Jeremy Williams, age 49, Riddick Bowe, age 53, against Lamar Odom. Now we have a 50-year-old, 58-year-old, once truly great heavyweight, one who has fought professionally for who hasn't fought professionally for over a decade, returning the ring. Now Holyfield, Belfort could prove to be one big embarrassment. On the other hand, Saturday's fight could turn out to be a good, excellent, exciting affair. But if a man of almost 60 is allowed to enter the ring, will and then it goes into talking about Holyfield and this, that, and the third, and other. It's exhibition, man. This is an exhibition bout. As long as I can remember, they've always been boxing exhibitions that have happened. They've always been boxing exhibitions. I can remember when he had the actor or whatever the guy name that was doing a boxing exhibition against Sugar Ray Leonard. And then the guy hit Sugar Ray Leonard, and Sugar Ray clicked on him and popped him in the stomach and dropped his ass. Let him know this ain't no game. So, I mean, there's always been boxing exhibitions. You can go back as far as Joe Louis when he was doing them. There's always been exhibitions. Now all of a sudden it's shitting on the sport of boxing. Man, you get the fuck out of here. I mean, this has always been exhibition fights. That's always been the case. When you have celebrities in the ring, all former boxers that's no longer boxers, that's trying to rekindle a little of their heyday. This has always been the case. And then you want to talk about shitting on the sport. What about these YouTube people coming on with the fights and all that? You got a guy that fought 4 fights and he's generating. It's foolishness. But it is what it is. And in my opinion, it don't make boxing look bad. What makes boxing look bad is the stories we just covered with Canelo Alvarez and Oscar Valdez. Those and Jarrell Miller and guys like that, they make the spot look bad. Not no fucking exhibition bout. Excuse my French. Eddie, let's comment on this, fam.
Oh yeah, like I said, man, let them get their bread, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing something that they love doing. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no retirement plans for boxers, so let that be a part of their retirement plans, man. You know what I'm saying? So fuck what they got to say. You know what I'm saying? They focusing on the wrong shit, man. Focus on the real corrupt shit, man. Focus on that, like you said, man. You know what I'm saying? Let them get their bread, man. You know what I'm saying? Holyfield, he always stay in shape too, so I know he gonna look pretty good. Even at 58. You say 58?
58 years old, my friend.
Man, this motherfucker, I've been seeing him training, man. I'm like, damn.
He look good for 58, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, him and Mike Tyson. I'm like, come on, man. Why not? You know what I'm saying? It's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? They get to earn some money. You know what I'm saying? They're a lot wiser, so they'll be able to be a lot more smarter with the money. And plus, they always been the type that help the less fortunate. So why not, man? Fuck that other shit, man.
Well, as you can see, the fight, man, is going down September the 11th. Watch it on Fight, TrailerFightClub.com. The real deal, Holyfield back in action against Victor Belfort, who's the hell of a MMA fighter. It's going to be intriguing to see, man, some boxing go down in this manner. We just going to have to wait and see how it lays out. Like we said, Holyfield taking the fight in short notice, but Holyfield he always stays in good condition. We'll see what the real deal looks like at 58. But remember, it's just exhibition. I mean, that's all it is. So anyway, that's going to do it for the show today, man. I'd like to thank all the family members for joining us for this episode of Green Kings Boxing. Caleb Plant, Canelo Alvarez deserved bitch of the year. How about that? So he's landed out online. We'll see if Canelo Alvarez pulls out of the fight, because we did hear that he's not happy about what Plant is saying. But if I was Canelo and I was innocent, which he isn't, with a lot of the bullshit, he knows, just like I know, that he got a whole apparatus working with him that's corrupt, that you can't march fighters who failed into. I mean, it's just that's why a lot of the boxing, I just showed a couple of tweets from Caleb. And of course, I showed tweets from other people showing that this is ridiculous, how a fighter can fail the drug test and still be okayed into a fight. And then the commissioner of the commissioner, or the WBC commissioner, allows him to still fight and make excuses for him why he needs to fight. This is ridiculous. But at the end of the day, like I said, I've been documenting on here, but many others don't keep it real about this boxing shit. We continue to do. That's what makes Ring Kings that real deal Holyfield. So with that being said, I'm going to chop out on that. Much love to you guys. I appreciate you chiming in the Ring King Boxing. Do us a favor, hit the like button. Also, feel free to subscribe to Ring Kings Boxing. Much love, and I salute all of our Ring Kings and Queens out there that like the show. Feel free to share the show's link in your social media feed with other boxing family members who love the sport. I'll Big Q chiming in on this thing. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna holler at you on another episode of Ring King. So from me and to me, peace, and we'll see you later.
Peace.
Perfect. TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.
What's up, fam? This is Big Q from the Sports Coma. Much love to the family members. Appreciate y'all. The PRO Media Network is back at it again. Last year, we gave away several PS4s and games. So this year, we're raffling off a PS5. To enter for your chance to win, simply click the link below and fill out all the necessary information to be eligible. Sign up for the raffle. It's $25 to enter. You gain an opportunity to win a system, the PS5 system. Like I said, it's a one remote and everything in it that goes with the full system. These things are hard to come by. It could be yours. Into the raffle today, $25 get you in. There's also a deal when you buy more than one ticket to up your chances of winning. Jump in there. It also benefits the platform as well. So feel free to sign up for the first annual PS5 raffle from the Pro Media Network. Thank you for participating and much love. Big ups to you.